Hello and welcome to Untwisted Threads. In today's video, we're so excited to share some new knitting patterns with you that were released last month in June. While we'd love to be able to include all of the knitting patterns released in June, these are just a few that stood out to us. Today's list includes 10 patterns of all skill levels and yarn weights and are in no particular order, so let's get started. The first pattern is the Bon Cardi by Mere Knits. It comes in 6 sizes with finished bust measurements ranging from 37 to 43 inches and recommends positive ease. It suggests using a US 2.5 and 4 or 3 and 3.5 millimeter needle size and a sport weight cotton merino blend to meet gauge. It is worked flat from the top down and finished with the lace edging. It's a V-neck lace short sleeve cardigan featuring eyelet motifs. It has a relaxed shoulder line and a slightly cropped length. The second pattern is the Lakeside dress by Lea Klein. It comes in 10 sizes with finished bust measurements ranging from 21 3/4 to 62 1/4 inches, adjustable by cup size, and recommends 6 inches of positive ease and varying amounts of ease at the waist and hips. It suggests 2 strands of fingering weight and a US 0, 1.5 and 6, or 2, 2.5 and a 4 millimeter needle size to meet gauge and stockinette. As the top uses a fingering weight and the skirt uses a DK weight yarn, so by holding 1 or 2 strands where the gauge suggests, it gives you that flexibility. It is a top-down knitted dress with a fitted bodice, flowy skirt, pearl details on the edges, and a drawstring belt at the waist. The third pattern is the Easy Spring Tee by Easy As Knit. It comes in 8 sizes with finished bust measurements ranging from 38 to 56 inches and appears to recommend positive ease. It suggests using a US 8 or 5 millimeter needle size in 2 strands held together or a single strand of DK weight yarn to meet gauge. It is knit in the round and is made with folded stockinette stitch edges, wide raglan stitches, and an airy eyelet and pearl ridge design. The fourth pattern is the Mila cardigan by Novita Design Studio. It comes in 9 sizes with finished bust measurements ranging from 37 3/4 to 63 inches and recommends positive ease. It suggests using a US 7 and 8 or 4.5 and 5 millimeter needle size and a fluffy mohair blend DK weight yarn to meet gauge. This simple but versatile cardigan is suggested to be suitable even for beginners, including 4 different versions. You can also easily adapt the pattern to suit your own style, choose whether you want short, 3/4 or long sleeves, and finish it off with details like pockets, buttons, or ties. The fifth pattern is Syltrose Breeze by Dagmar Römke. It comes in 8 sizes with finished bust measurements ranging from 32.5 to 60 inches and recommends 2 to 6 inches of positive ease. It suggests using a US 2.5, 3 and 4, or 3, 3.25 and 3.5 millimeter needle size and a fingering weight yarn to meet gauge. It is the light and airy summer version of the popular Syltrose sweater. It is knitted top down, starting with a circular yoke and later transitioning into a raglan construction. The body features a straight A-line shape and the edges are finished with I-quartz. You can also choose between short or long sleeves. If you like new free knitting patterns and want to feel 6 samples of yarn every single month, consider supporting us on Patreon. As a bonus, you'll get your first month's free. The link is in the description. Back to the patterns. The 6th pattern is SAUVIE by the Woolfolk design team. It comes in 10 sizes with finished bust measurements ranging from 32 to 68 inches and recommends 0 to 4 inches of positive ease. It suggests using a US 4 and 6 or 3.5 and 4 millimeter needle size and a DK weight linen wool blend yarn to meet gauge. It is worked from the top down. The neck and arm trims are picked up and worked in a 1x1 rib. The front bands are picked up and worked in double knit. It features a button placket in the front and wide rib details on the body. The 7th pattern is the Brisa Summer Lace Skirt by Marika, Vejen, Jochumsen. It comes in 5 sizes with finished hip circumference of 35 to 51 inches. It suggests using a US 2.5 and 4 or 3 and 3.5 millimeter needle size and a DK weight bamboo yarn to meet gauge. To knit this pattern, the designer recommends that you should be comfortable reading a large diagram as it covers the entire skirt. This requires the ability to keep track of the overall structure. This skirt features a subtle A-line shape and a comfortable double knit waistband with inserted elastic. The lace pattern grows with soft increases, creating an elegant drape and a flattering silhouette. The 8th pattern is the Eliza top by Gregoria Fibers. It comes in 8 sizes with finished bust measurements ranging from 33.5 to 53 inches and recommends 2 inches of positive ease. It suggests using US 2.5 or 3 millimeter needle size and a fingering weight yarn to meet gauge. It is worked from the top down, mostly in the round, but starts flat with the back yoke. The collar, armholes, and body hem are finished with a braid. This sleeveless top features an eyelet motif and a regular fit. The 9th pattern is the Weekend Cami by Aimee Sher. It comes in 10 sizes with finished bust measurements ranging from 28.25 depending on if you knit the straight or curvy version, and recommends negative ease depending on the size you choose. It suggests using a US 2 and 3 or 2 3/4 and 3.25 millimeter needle size and a fingering weight yarn to meet gauge. It is a simple tank top with a moderate V-neck front and a shallow V-neck back. It's constructed top down and intended to be worn with negative ease at the chest and slight positive ease over the high hip. This cami was designed with a wider front than back to facilitate this close fit, and also includes an optional curvy view that has a wider front than the straight view and optional bust darts so that it can fit effortlessly for those with a larger bust size. The 10th pattern is the Thalia sweater by Meghan Haughton. It comes in 10 sizes with finished bust measurements ranging from 28.5 to 71 inches and recommends 2 to 4 inches of positive ease. It suggests using a US 2.5 and 6 or 3 and 4 millimeter needle size and 1 strand of fingering and 1 strand of lace held together, or 1 strand of DK weight yarn to meet gauge. It is a bottom-up constructed sweater featuring an all-over repeated lace design, picot edge hem, collar and cuffs, drop shoulder, and balloon sleeves. What patterns do you have on your to knit list? We would love to hear about them in the comments below. And if you enjoyed today's video, please give it a like, subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you next time.